So what's on the bench tonight? Gloves. It's a pretty simple safety device. But there are some rules that you need to apply. Usually, not always, if I am moving the workpiece into the tool, say on the table saw or the drill press or the router or anything really, bandsaw, then I don't really want to wear gloves because the tool might grab my hand and pull me further into it. If I am moving the tool into the workpiece and I have a firm hold on the tool and the workpiece is firmly clamped down or far too heavy for me to move, then I generally wear gloves to protect my hands from thrown hazards like splinters, sparks, or slivers, or even large chunks of material. So let's talk about the types of gloves that we have on hand. So the first thing that you see here, these red things, are called sleeves. They just cover your forearm, a little past your elbow, see? These are cut resistant and they come in many varieties. Really, these are really good to help prevent yourself from getting all scratched up on your forearm or the back of your arm. And they also have the added benefit of being a lightweight, not too hot way to cover your arms from the sun itself, because UV damage is a thing and we have to think about that. We've got our long gloves here, so these guys are welding gloves, and I have several different pairs. These ones are made by Lincoln, and they're good and heavy. Still got some decent dexterity, can still pass the ring test and pick up a small ring. And they protect my hands from heat and electricity, and also come in handy when trying to rescue wild critters from the side of the road or from inside of my house, or owls and hawks. Still, you should carry a towel, but also protect your hands. Then you've got my beekeeping gloves. I have two different varieties of beekeeping gloves. We have the good old-fashioned standard that are canvas gloves with a leather hand, a leather mitt as it were. And those are good for general purpose things, or getting after a swarm that is, or a hive that is somewhere buried inside of a wall, under something, whatever. Then you have my ventilated versions. They're nice and cool and allow me to check up on a hive. These kind of gloves are really not good for sensitive work, and I usually just cinch up my sleeve and use my hands if I need to find a queen or something simple like that. It's not really simple, I guess delicate is what I should say. And you have your work gloves. Put those over here. Your work gloves are kind of your workhorses. Whether they're simple cloth dipped gloves like this, they'll have a cut level or something like that, and they're simple. They're good for getting a grip on something, picking up a little bit of sheet metal, stuff like that. Or your heavier leather ones, which are not really that heavy. They're still lightweight enough to be comfortable to wear. They fit well. And they pass the ring test. I can pick something up easily without having to strain against it or push down or try to grip something. Then you have your slightly heavier, which these ones have become my go-to because they're comfortable and very tough, or at least they seem tough now. The only problem is, the drawback here is these mass-produced ones tend to, be a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. And these, though they fit well everywhere else, the pinky is just way too big. But they still pass the ring test, and I'm able to pick up a tool or something off the ground. I'll go over the brands really quick here. The sleeves, which are down here, are made by Milwaukee, and they're cut level 3. They're really good for working with a little bit of sheet metal, roofing, stuff like that. Picking up heavy limbs and stuff in the yard that might be a little bit sticky. They won't protect you from scratches and stuff that stabs through, but it, covers your arms from the sun and, helps a little bit. You've got my Lincoln Electric welding gloves. I have several pairs, and there are varying thicknesses and densities. It's just Lincoln Electric. They're not a bad brand. They do their job. They have plenty of dexterity. My beekeeping gloves, I have no preferred brand, and they are whatever ones they got on sale when I go in. These guys, these goat skin gloves, are soft and supple and easy to grab things with, fit pretty well, and are fairly durable. The stitching on the palm has given away though. See, I don't know if you can see that my finger goes through there now. These were made by Still, and they're okay. They didn't last as long as I thought they would, but they're still okay, and I'm still going to keep them on hand until I can't use them again. This brand is called Stag, and I think I got these from probably Tractor Supply or Ace Hardware. And they fit pretty well. Again, the pinky just kind of floppy and loose there, but you know, it's not that big of a concern. I can still pick things up, and they work okay. I don't know what brand these are. They're whatever I had laying around so that I could show you a regular fabric dipped glove. They'll probably have a cut level of some kind. They fit okay. They have a good grip. I usually buy the Milwaukee or whatever brand they got, whatever the store brand is at the place I'm at when I'm getting those. This has been a little bit of a long video, but I am going to share the one thing that I think you should do. Has a terrible name. It's actually called the nut test, and I hate it. So I use a little copper ring that we use in plumbing for PEX tubing. And the whole idea of the test is that you should be able to put your gloves on, and without like smashing down real hard or having to squeeze real hard, you should be able to pick up a ring or a nut and move it around with relatively ease without having to squeeze too much. All of these gloves fall into the category of being able to pick up a tool or a part easily and still move around and still work on something. I don't really have any recommendations other than make sure you have a couple of pairs. Like I said, the palm on this one started to give away, but I had these on hand already and was able to just go grab them. Wasn't a big issue. I have another pair that's in the house, still in the package, still waiting on me to grab them if I need them. But until these two pairs are worn out, that's not going to happen. So, what the hell is that? That's gloves. Make sure you got a couple of pairs on hand. You never know when you might need them. That's it. Good night.